J here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in for today's video, and as you can see and tell from today's title, today's video is going to be about preferences. What kind of preferences, you may ask? Today's preference video is going to be about preference when looking, for your significant other or for a partner, or looking for the opposite sex or the same sex for whatever reason. You guys get it. You guys are picking up what I'm putting down, right? All right, well, anyway, preferences, okay? We might not all have a type, but we all definitely have preferences, like, whether they're conscious or subconscious, we all have preferences. It's okay, but in today's society, I think the big thing is prejudice. I'm getting all tongue tied. Prejudice versus preference. Now, I know some of you guys are like, what the heck are you talking about? Let me explain exactly what I mean. So when you have a preference, say that I like women with curly hair. If I'm being prejudiced, I'm saying I like women with curly hair. You have straight hair, that's abominable. You shouldn't have straight hair. Like, I just shun women with straight hair. I hate it, can't stand it. That's me being prejudiced. Now, me having a preference is me basically saying, okay, I like women with curly hair. I'm not saying you can't have straight hair. It's perfectly fine. I might even date a woman with straight hair. If we have that vibe going on, everything's flowing, but, my preference is women with curly hair, but you want to have straight hair, more power to you. That's just me having a preference. And the reason I wanted to talk about this to you guys today is because it was a big thing. Let me give you guys an example. Okay, so you guys remember when Chris Brown's bajillion song long album Indigo came out? Right. Okay, well, there was this big controversy of some of his lyrics from his song Need a Stack. These lyrics right here. Okay, now, in these lyrics, he says, I only fuck black bitches with nice hair. Now, there was a big controversy around this line specifically because nice hair. What is nice hair? Nice hair, to me, is a subjective term. Nice hair to me could be, really coarse, tight curls. Nice hair to someone else could be pin straight hair. Nice hair could be long hair. It could be short hair. You could have a pixie cut and have nice hair. It's just, there's no way to describe nice hair. And I feel like a lot of people thought that Chris Brown was specifically attacking black women because he specifically said black girls with nice hair, when he knows that a lot of black women have more coarse hair. And as we know, Chris Brown has a type, okay? We know what he meant when he was saying nice hair. So I feel like that was kind of on the prejudice side. Of course, there were a bunch of opinions bouncing around the Twitter sphere and the Instagram world and whatnot. If you guys follow the Shade Room on Instagram, I know I do, because I like to stay up on all the latest tea. But anyway, there were a lot of opinions. Some people were saying, like, it's not that serious. He's just, voicing his opinion. If that's what he likes, that's what he likes. And other people were like, no, that's not cool. He's attacking black women, yada, yada, yada. And it was just a really big thing. Eventually, it did die down. But me, personally, my opinion was he was kind of being prejudiced. If he would have just said, it was just that he said black females with nice hair. I think that's where he really messed up. He could have said, actually, I don't even know if there's any way that he could reword that to make it sound okay. I think no matter what, people still would have been offended, and it was just a bad idea. Let's put it that way. Now, after the whole Chris Brown thing died down, there was a thing with Lil Duval. Okay, now the thing with Lil Duval, he sent out a tweet, and later he posted the tweet on his Instagram, and it was this post right here that basically said, I didn't memorize the whole tweet, but basically he said that he doesn't like women with big curly hair. So he doesn't prefer women with big curly hair. Okay, whatever. And now people took that and ran with it, and there were a lot of women who have big curly hair who were really offended by that. I didn't think it was that serious because after he said that he doesn't really like women with big curly hair, he followed it up with, he's not saying don't get your hair big and curly, he just doesn't like it. Okay, cool, he doesn't like women with big curly hair. Whatever, it's done. And that was a huge thing. It was causing all kind of people sending in videos with their big curly hair. Me personally, I love the big curly hair look. You know, the bigger the better. Like, girl, just volume is, I love it. Can't get enough of it. But then after, that he did kind of start attacking women with big curly hair, basically saying that black women who have big curly hair, their hair is fake. I've seen plenty of beautiful black queens with big curly hair that is attached to their scalp and it's theirs. So I think that's where he messed up. In the beginning, it was totally okay. It was totally fine. But, he kind of lost me when he started doing the attacking. Okay, but anyway, preferences, that's kind of like, the line of preference and prejudice. We all have preferences, and preference is such a broad term, you guys. Like, if I prefer something, in a partner, I could prefer, let me back up and rewind for a second. Preferences can be anything, from a physical preference, a spiritual preference, a financial preference. Somebody could say, oh, I prefer a woman that makes 6 figures or more. I prefer a man that's 6 feet or taller. I prefer a female that only has blonde hair. I prefer men who are only bald. It's just, I prefer a man who's Christian. I prefer a man who's atheist. There's so many preferences that people can have, and I think people get really offended when people express their preference because our generation is so sensitive. They think that just because somebody's saying they prefer one thing, that it means they're completely against the opposite. And I don't think that at all. If somebody comes up to me and they say, oh, well, I prefer Hispanic women. Okay, that's perfectly fine. I'm a proud black woman. You don't prefer me? That's cool. I'm not your cup of tea. Because listen, guys, you're not going to be everybody's cup of tea, and that's okay. We all take L's, all right? It's fine. You get back up, dust yourself off, and you try again. But anyway, it's cool. You're not going to be everybody's cup of tea, but you're going to be somebody's glass of champagne, okay? And they're just going to sip you up real good, all right? So don't even worry about it. Preferences are subjective. Preferences are, people think too much into them, okay? Somebody, sometime, right now or in the future, is going to prefer you, okay? And that's all I have for you guys today. I just thought I would get that little thing off my chest for this video. And by the way, I did do a small video on this makeup look I have here. I uploaded it on my Instagram, so make sure you guys go follow me on Instagram and on all my other social media as well. Don't forget to like this video, hit the bell button down below so you guys can get notifications for whenever I upload a new video, and don't forget to subscribe.